Hey boys and girls, today I will be going through IXL, showing you how to prepare and study for the milestones. With IXL, they have a study plan that is geared towards the standards that you need to know for 5th grade. So if you go to learning, it should look the same on your screen, but I can't guarantee that. But if you go to IXL, go to learning. Over here we have Georgia State Standards. And from there, I will go to all the way to the bottom. And then I will see test prep and assessment skills plan. So from there, I will find Georgia Milestones. And right here is the Georgia Milestones test prep. So I'll go to 5th grade. I'm going to go do math first, and then I'm going to do some language arts as well. So 5th. And then I will go down. They have all these skills or the standards that are needed in 5th grade that will be tested on the milestones. So I'll try to do one from each section. So the first one says a relationship between decimal place values. Okay, complete the sentence. Blank is 10 times as much as 0.01. So for this one, so if I have 0.01 and I want to know what number is 10 times as much as this, then I know the other number this number here has to be bigger than 0.01. So I'm going to be moving to the right, since this is a decimal, to make a bigger number. So I'm going to have 0.1 as my answer. So 0.1 would be 10 times as much as 0.01, which is 1/10 is 10 times as much as 1/100. Because 1/10 is bigger. Okay, this one is just like that one. It says blank is 10 times as much as 0.09 or 9/100. So I have 9/100. And I want to find a number that is 10 times as much as 100. So it's going to be 9/10. So 0.9 should be the answer. 9/10 is 10 times as much as that. So this one is just like that. So I'm going to skip a level, see if it'll get any harder. So it says blank is 10 times as much as 37,000. So still same thing, finding a number that is 10 times more than this number. So I'm basically moving my decimal over one time. So that's going to give me 3,700 instead of 37,000. So 0.37. All right, so this is simple. So let me go ahead and go to the next skill, which is multiply and divide by a power of 10. Finding the value. So it's similar to the other one. They're giving me a number and they're telling me to multiply that by a power of 10. And this number, it is, hold on 1 second. Oh, 96 and 3,700 times 10 to the second power. So I'm moving over 2 places basically. So I'm going to move my decimal over 2 times. So it's going to make my decimal be at the end. So my number is basically going to be 9,637. Don't have a decimal anymore. All right, so that's pretty simple. Same thing here. So I'm going to go to a harder level, but really doesn't get much harder than this with this skill. So it's 5 and 6 hundredths times 10 to the fourth power. So I'm going to move my decimal 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in these empty spots, I'm just going to add zeros. Puts my decimal at the end now. So my answer is 50600. And if I go back and put my comma, that's going to be 50,600. So as you see, this is very simple. The exponent tells you how many times to move. If I was dividing, I would be going the other way. And I don't think they're giving me any division problems. So it doesn't get any harder than this. So let's go to the next skill. And it says, which of these are equal to 5 and 782 thousandths? So I'm decomposing and composing decimals in multiple ways. And for this one, it's telling me that I have a 5, value of 5. So I have a value of 5 up here. Then it says 6 tenths plus 182 thousandths. So I need to see if that equals 782 thousandths. And if I think about it, I'm just adding. So that's 0 and 6 tenths plus 0 and 182 thousandths. And if I add that up, I will get 782 thousandths. So that will match. This is 5, so that's the 5. Then this right here equals 782 thousandths. So that would be one of my choices. Then for the next one, it says 5. So I know I do have that represented. Then it says 78 hundredths plus 2,000. So if I add that up, I need to see if that is going to equal 782 thousandths. Well, if I look at the 78, I know that that's the same. And then there's 2 is in a thousandths place. So that will also equal. But if you could tell by doing that, you could do the same thing that I just did. Line them up and add them up. And if you add that up, you get 2, you get 8, you get 7. And then your decimal. So 782 thousandths. And then the last one is 5 plus 7 tenths plus 8 hundredths plus 2,000. So is that going to equal 782 thousandths? Yes, because the 7 is in the tenths place, the 8 is in the hundredths place, and the 2 is in the thousandths place. So that will be that one. So all of them. And I'll do, I'm already on the second level. Yep, this is level 2. Okay, so it says, which of these are equal to 254 and 73 hundredths? I have 20, this one says 20 tens plus 54 ones, but 20 tens plus 54 ones is going to equal 254. So that is right. Let me make sure. 20 tens and 54 ones. So that's 20, then 54. No, that would equal 2,000. That would equal 2,000. 20 tens would be 20, then 54 ones. No, I could add that together. Hold on. 2054. Can't think of it that way. It's not that I'm adding those. If I have 20 tens, that represents 20. Then 54 ones, that represents 54. So the 2 would be in the tens place in the 54. Yep, so that would equal that. Okay. Then I have 7,300. So this one would be it. And then I have 254 ones, 6 tenths plus 13 hundredths. That 6 tenths would be added, could be added to the 1300s. So I need to add the 6 and the 1. Add a 10 to the 6 to make 7, and I have 3. So that's 73. Yep, I have to bundle. Since I have 13 here, it's just like with here, I had to bundle a group and add it. So that was going to make it. If I do that to here, I'm going to add this 10 to this 6 to make 7. And I have 7,300. So if I did that up here, I would add a group of this 10 to this 2. That would make it 3. 354. So that might not be it. Okay, I'm just working through this one. So this one is going to be 7,300. So I know this one is it. So now I have 200s plus 54 ones plus 700s plus 3,000s. So for here, I have 200s and then I have 54 ones. So that's going to be 254 plus the 700s. That's right. And then the 7 should be in the tenths place. So no, that's not right. It says 700s, but I have 7. So that's not it. So thinking it's these two, but I'm not absolutely sure about this one. So let me submit and see what it says. Yep, I was right. So it would be, that one would have been. Did do it right the first time. See what happens when you second guess yourself. I almost messed up. Next one says, which of these are equal to 513 and 311 thousandths? So I'll do another one of these since it's a little difficult. All right, I have 513 ones, so that's correct. Plus 3 tenths, that's correct. Plus 11 hundredths. And that's going to be correct because this will be 11 thousandths, but the 1 is in the hundredths place. So that would be right. Then I have 500s, 13 ones, so that equals 513. Then I have 3 tenths and then 11 hundredths again. Then this one I have 51 tens and 3 ones plus 3 tenths and 11 thousandths. Okay, so this one says 11 hundredths. This one says 11 thousandths, which is making me second guess myself again. Because this is 11 thousandths. Okay, I'm thinking that this one is right, but then that means these two are not right. Tricky. second guessing myself. Whenever I second guess myself, I end up being wrong. So I'm trying to think about it clearer for this one. 3/10 plus 11/100. So I have 3/10, and then I have 11/100. But then down here, I have 3/10 and 11,000ths. Oh yeah. Wait, but then this. Wait, didn't mean to do that. 3/10 and then 11,000. 3/10 and then 11/100 and then 3/10 and 11,000. This is 11. That's what's throwing me off, because if you have, this is 11/100. And then this is 11,000. So this would not be, sorry, I know that looks weird. Let me rewrite that just so you can see me thinking through this process. So this is 11,000, and this is 11/100. So this is 311,000. So this is says 11/100, but the putting the 3 in the tenths place is what's confusing me, because if I put the 3 in the tenths place and then I put the 11, then the 11 is in the same place as it is right here, but not up here. So yeah, I think it's only this one. Watch, I'm gonna be wrong. Let's see. Oh, I'm right. Yes, I thought through it. I got it. All right, so that, I think now you get an idea of what this looks like. So that'll be enough for that one, as I sat there and thought through that one really hard. All right, so that'll be it for this video, because I think that made it a little long working through that last problem. So let me stop it, and then I'll be back with another one.